Looking for anime with unstoppable heroes you might have missed? Check out these top 10 underrated anime featuring an overpowered main character who deserves way more hype. Let's uncover these hidden treasures. My Daughter Left the Nest and Returned an S-Rank Adventurer tells the heartwarming and exciting story of Belgrieve, a retired adventurer who stumbles upon an abandoned baby girl in the forest. Naming her Angeline, he raises her with love and care, teaching her the ways of an adventurer. As Angeline grows, she quickly surpasses even the greatest of heroes, becoming an S-rank adventurer known far and wide. Despite her fame and power, she longs to return to her father's side. The anime blends touching family moments with thrilling adventures as Angeline strives to reunite with Belgrieve, while he watches proudly from afar, knowing that their bond is the greatest treasure of all. My Isekai Life follows Yuji, an overworked corporate employee who finds himself transported to a magical world. Unlike typical isekai protagonists, Yuji immediately bonds with and tames an army of slimes, gaining incredible knowledge and power. He quickly discovers that he is not only a monster tamer but also possesses a powerful second class, Sage. Using his unparalleled magical abilities and his army of loyal slimes, Yuji becomes a formidable force, taking on dangerous quests and fighting off powerful foes. Despite his newfound strength, all Yuji really wants is a peaceful life. But destiny seems to have other plans. This anime offers a mix of thrilling battles, humorous moments, and an overpowered hero trying to find his place in a chaotic new world. A playthrough of a certain dude's VRMMO life follows the laid-back journey of a casual gamer who dives into a highly immersive VRMMO world. Unlike most players who chase fame, glory, or competitive rankings, this guy just wants to enjoy the game at his own pace. From crafting unique items and exploring every nook and cranny to experimenting with quirky skills, his unconventional playstyle draws unexpected attention and often leads to hilarious, yet surprisingly impressive outcomes. The legendary hero is dead flips the classic hero's tale on its head with a comedic twist. When the great hero tasked with saving the world falls into a pit trap and dies, Tuka, a simple and perverted farmer who dug the trap to protect his village, suddenly finds himself dragged into the hero's shoes. Quite literally. Reanimated in the hero's body by a necromancer, Tuka must now take on the role of the legendary savior, despite being wholly unqualified and reluctant. With a cast of eccentric allies, plenty of laughs, and surprisingly touching moments, the series mixes parody, adventure, and heart as Tuka tries to bumble his way to saving the world, or at least not mess it up too badly. Black Summoner follows the story of Kelvin, a man who wakes up in a fantasy world with no memory of his past life. To his surprise, he discovers that he willingly traded his memories in exchange for powerful abilities and a chance to become an extraordinary summoner. As he embarks on his new journey, Kelvin eagerly takes on challenging battles, forming bonds with his summoned companions, including a loyal knight, an adorable slime, and even a goddess. Fueled by his insatiable appetite for combat and adventure, Kelvin rises through the ranks as a formidable adventurer. Skeleton Knight in Another World follows Ark, a gamer who falls asleep while playing a VRMMO and wakes up to find himself trapped in the game's world as his character, a skeleton in full armor. Concealing his skeletal form to avoid terrifying the locals, Ark sets out on a journey of adventure, good deeds, and uncovering the mysteries of this new reality. Armed with overwhelming strength, powerful magic, and a chivalrous heart, he battles bandits, monsters, and corrupt nobility while forming bonds with unlikely allies, like a noble elf warrior and a cute beast girl ninja. Kaiko sareta and Ankoku Heishi tells the story of Dariel, a loyal dark soldier who is unexpectedly dismissed from the Demon Lord's army due to a shift in leadership. Despite having no extraordinary magical powers, Dariel was a highly skilled and dedicated soldier, leaving him lost and directionless. Seeking a new life, he stumbles upon a human village where his battle experience and negotiation skills quickly earn him a place among the townsfolk. Tatoeba, Last Dungeon, is a comedic fantasy adventure that follows Lloyd, a kind-hearted boy from a remote village near the world's strongest dungeon. Despite his own humble self-image, Lloyd possesses extraordinary strength, magic, and skills, making him absurdly overpowered compared to city dwellers. Seeking to become a soldier and prove himself, Lloyd ventures to the starter town, where he unwittingly outshines everyone at every turn. Angels of Death follows the chilling and suspenseful story of Rachel Gardner, a 13-year-old girl who wakes up trapped in a mysterious building with no memory of how she got there. As she navigates its dark, twisted floors, she encounters Zack, a scythe-wielding serial killer who promises to help her escape if she agrees to a peculiar pact. Together, the two form a fragile alliance as they battle through layers of demented and deadly foes, each with their own dark desires and sinister motivations. Full of psychological twists, intense action, and haunting revelations, Angels of Death delves deep into the complexities of trust, sanity, and the desperate will to survive in a world where escape is far from guaranteed. The Unwanted Undead Adventurer follows the story of Rent, an ordinary man who is reincarnated as an undead skeleton after dying in a battle. To his shock, he finds himself in a world where monsters and adventurers roam, but undead creatures are despised and hunted. Despite his appearance, Rent retains his human consciousness and desires to live a peaceful life. Determined to prove his worth, he sets out on a journey to become an adventurer, gaining strength, making new allies, and uncovering mysteries along the way.